welcome to the Verdict Studios. It's election day. I am Gimba Umar.
I'm Ayo Makinde.
And so we're keeping a very close watch on the happenings today. Today is D-Day. And a lot will be happening. And from our Verdict Studios, we'll be bringing you up to date with everything that has to do with the elections today. We've got our correspondents spread across just about every state in the Federation, just to bring you information about how the voting process is going through. INEC has already assured us that today's elections, which is the governorship and the State House of Assembly elections, will be much better than what we experienced during the presidential elections on the 9th, but on the 23rd. But today seems to suggest to a lot of people that INEC is indeed ready, but the military seems to pose a little concern for a lot of people. And today we're getting information. Even Chamberlain, as you can see, is not here at the moment. He's also caught up in that. But it's instructive to say that it's election day, and the military should also understand that there are people on essential duties, and we'll have to get to that point to ensure that the process goes on hitch-free, and ensure that every process, especially for the media, who will be in charge of disseminating this information, they have access of way, just so that they're able to get to their destinations. We also got reports even from last night where some major roads were blocked, and perhaps there should be some form of ease from the military to ensure that some of our staff should pass through.
It's also instructive to mention that well, just as you said, this whole thing started from as far back as last night, actually in the very thick of the middle of the night, you know, as early as 2 a.m. I got information that, you know, you needed to get out of home early and all of that. But what would give anyone concern is, okay, so I'm a nurse, I don't have a car, I have to get to work, I am on duty, I resume at 6 a.m. I'm going to the office before 6 a.m. and I can't get to my office because the roads have been blocked. You know, as on my way here this morning, as at 5:30 going 6, I saw people on the road trying to get out of town, go to their destinations to go and vote and all of that. You know, but of course, as early as about that same time, spread across Nigeria, especially in certain parts of Lagos, the military already blocked the roads, and who knows which other parts of Nigeria the roads have been like that, especially given that there are states to watch all over the place. And you also remember Frank Mba mentioning yesterday that they are going to provide special security arrangements in certain states. That would give some people, on the one hand, source for concern. On the other hand, the fear of voter apathy. On yet another hand is, okay, so what if there is an emergency and someone needs to attend to someone? I shudder at the thought of what could happen.
But in all of this, we're hoping that it will go through positively in such a way that people don't feel disenfranchised in the whole process. But as Ayo did rightly mention, we have a couple of states to watch. And also, already we're getting feelers about the candidature, the number of candidates in this instance that will be running for governor. In Kwara State, for instance, 35 governorship seats. In Imo State, 69 governors are running, candidates are running for governor, 42 in Enugu. But those are the states to watch. Akwa Ibom State, we got some information about that yesterday. We even saw disturbing pictures that were sent in by Mike Egini, the wreck of Akwa Ibom State. Benue State is also in that cluster. Ogun State, Kwara State, Sokoto State, up north, Kano as well, Kaduna. Very interesting developments coming from Kaduna State, to think that it's dichotomous, if you will.
Well, I think there is need to understand why some of these dynamics are playing out. You know, for Benue, for instance, a former governor and a serving governor are pretty much at each other's throat, if you, in a manner of speaking. Lagos is being seen as a neck to neck.
Even Ogun here.
Ogun State, I think there are like 3 front runners. I think it was in Akwa Ibom that we said there were 5 front runners.
Yes.
You know, so it's really going to be a very, very interesting
there
one.
are 4 of them.
Okay.
And the interesting part is that there's an incumbent and there is an equally popular individual who was minister for the FCT, who is also running. So today will be interesting. We're going to see how that pans out at the end of the day.
Another interesting one is Rivers. It was just on Friday that judgment came through. Look, Wike can. They, can contest, the governorship election, and it was.
Are you surprised? Because I mean, everybody calls him the Almighty Wike, but nobody.
Well, there have been so many Almighties before, and there will be many after.
Okay, INEC has categorically told us that it is ready for these elections and that it will begin in about less than 50 minutes. That's when we expect that the polling units will open. So you begin to march out there. It's very instructive to let everybody know that today is the day, today is D-Day, and we'll be voting in the next governors for the next 4 years, next House of Assembly representatives, State House of Assembly representatives for the next 4 years as well. But there are 29 states that will be taking part in the process
for governorship
elections today. And several other levels of elections will also take place. There are also supplementary elections in some states that will take place. And those are the states, as you can see, just across the board for you. So you can make sense of it. If your state is not there, that means you're not voting today.
Well, you could be voting for members of the House of Assembly of your state. These are the states where you will have the supplementary elections in about... And so, I mean, the list is right there for you to look at. But what's instructive for us is something that Sheon said last night. For those states where there will be Houses of Assembly elections and governorship elections, you have 2 ballots. For those states where you have state governorship elections, House of Assembly elections, and supplementary elections, you have 3 ballot papers. And I'm trying to wonder, okay, so how big is the ballot papers going to be for each of the different ones? So I just pray that people aren't too confused, to determine who and who to vote for. Especially if you have, okay, this is the person that I want for governor, this is the person that I want for House of Assembly, this is the person that I want for a senator or member of the House of Representatives. It's really very interesting.
Voter education, you've always hit on that point.
I hit on that point because
people.
Yes. Thank you, because ultimately it's about making decisions that will affect the next 4 years. And if what you do today has a much longer lasting effect beyond 4 years, that's why it's important that we are educated, because ultimately it's about the people. The SDG goal 16 talks about peace and justice and all of that, but there can't be any of that if there isn't good governance, and you can't have good governance if you don't have good people in government.
Okay, INEC boss Mahmoud Yakubu has been speaking about the elections today. Let's listen to what he had to say.